were sort of setting ourselves up for a huge year at the end of 2023 with the acquisition of the Port Colborne lands. And we were at that time in negotiations with Asahi Kasei. That deal closed this year, which was monumental, and I think the largest investment in a century in Port Colborne itself. One of the three largest investments in the province of Ontario in the EV sector. So just a fantastic culmination of a ton of hard work by the whole team. And interestingly enough, while we were deal making, construction had already initiated.
So we've had a crazy year, I'd say. We've been talking about Oakley for a long time. Justice started it 7-8 years ago, just out of a passion to say we got to bring better food to the First Nations. And for the last 4 months, we've been doing a milk run, as we call it, up to Moosonee, and we sell food on Wednesday, and they sell out within about 6 hours. Our competitive edge, I think, is we're nimble. We can offer that product at a lower price, and we have less overhead. The feedback we're getting from the community is immense, and the support we're getting from the community is also immense. And this year we launched what we called the Northland Participation Fund with our friends in the Netherlands. As a first project in 2024, we took Iroquois Falls, the mill site, and the farmland on the other side of the river and the bridge, and we completed our first fund. And that was a big milestone.
In Baie-Comeau, you could right away feel the European influence. Unbeknownst to us, the good people at the Port of Baie-Comeau had been working with the Port of Rotterdam for well over 4 or 5 years trying to establish a joint venture. So when we got introduced to the project, we started the discussion about collaboration and having a very successful model created between Niagara Ports, our land in Niagara, and the Hamilton Oshawa Port Authority that really led itself to, can we duplicate that and replicate that model with the Port of Baie-Comeau? Pretty exciting stuff. And I think from a Canadian perspective, this is going to have significant generational impact on the logistical supply chain up the Great Lakes.
So we're just all around thankful and blessed. The government has taken an extremely proactive approach to securing economic prosperity for Ontario. But now that we have, let's call it a seat at the table, you know, the relationships that have been built and the trust that's been built, you know, it really does allow for an expansion of opportunity because now you've gotten to know each other.
John, Paul, and myself, we've been on a journey for a very long time. We've learned a lot through the first development of the paper mill in Sault Ste. Marie. And as every development came along, we learned a few things and applied them to the next one.
So when we take vast tracts of land that were in some cases, I dare say, poisoned, and reclaim those lands and make them productive again and heal those lands. That's the DNA of BMI as a whole. You know, we're inspired by that every single day. And as brothers, I think it's just something that lives within us. Land healing, environmental stewardship, reclamation of materials, and repositioning assets for other uses or new uses. That's not something multinational organizations are all that interested in being bogged down by.
It's fun work. It is fun work. It's not for the faint of heart. There's lots more work to do.
All of it thanks to our team. I mean, we've just got a phenomenal team. We keep seeing great additions to that team.
I'd like to thank each and every one of our team members, all of our contractors. I hope 2025 gives us prosperity, good health, and lots of blessings from above.
A lot of credit where credit is due. Our partners at Business EQ, entrepreneurs that have made an investment into our projects, and without them and their trust and faith in us, you know, we can't be here on the front lines doing the good work.
I think we have some momentum. We need to be thankful for that.
Specific for Canada, I think we are very, very ready for an industrial boom.
And so when you do have that momentum and when we feel that we've got sort of a great collaboration happening, we need to honor that and guard that and be thankful for that. And if you can do that together with the community, with the First Nations, with everybody, and sit around the table and create a master plan together, that's strength.